Yeah, see, difference between a ticking and a tapping or knocking. This is a minor tick. In fact, we might just get lucky and save all 4 cams. Okay, this thing just may simply only need rocker arms. You see that? You can't, I've heard louder, so you don't hear it as hard as some of the other you've heard me do. Got my tools all scattered out. Guys, that can't stop the rain. That can't stop the show. So what do? You improvise. I gotta simply improvise. The only thing I hate is if it rains. I hope it don't rain. Well, who cares? I gotta get this done. I gave this man my word. And my word is my bond. Shouldn't be that easy at all. Let me grab some fender covers, put over here, take some things off that was already left off. All right. CYA. I hope I didn't forget anything. The main things I know I didn't forget, the specialty tools. So if I got hand tools in the garage. So I got a toolbox in the garage actually. Somebody was asking me, do you not have tools at home? Guys, let me tell you something about mechanics. Every mechanic's got tools in several different places, all right? Not just home. It's just that I wanted to grab what I'm gonna use, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm just picky like that. I hate to have it and not need it, then need it and not have it. So, you know, the huge wrenches, I'm gonna have to turn that crankshaft. I have to memorize to bring a socket that will fit that size, blah, blah this, blah, blah that. I'm talking too damn much, so let me go. Some of y'all want to watch this? Let me go grab a tripod and set up a GoPro or something, and I'll see how much I can get y'all, because but really I'm not in the mood. If I was in the garage, yeah, I'd be in the mood and talk while I work, but I'm outside. I just told y'all my garage won't open. The spring is broke. But I'm gonna keep my word to, I think somebody did ask me that, can you please film it? What do you, it's a typical, I think some of you guys want to actually see me work. I really do. Like, so, I'm gonna tell y'all something about how strange people is. There's some guys out there literally don't think I do anything but talk. I'm like, in order to talk about something, you gotta have been through it and understand it and know it, which means you have to once have done it, right? No, that don't matter. I'm tired of you talking. Let me see you do something. Oh boy, you guys are funny, but I love all y'all. Everybody that's subscribed, comment, and watch the videos, kudos to y'all. Even the weirdos. I ain't gonna call you weirdos because I just said thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. But even the ones that try to give me a hard time, let me put it that way. I ain't gonna let you give me a hard time. You can try all you want, but I'm gonna call you out if you're wrong on something. And I expect you to call me out if I'm wrong on something. I don't know everything. I don't do everything right. I get stuff wrong all the time. But yeah, I got work to do. Let's get started, man. First thing first, I'm going in the house and get a tripod. I'm gonna try to film some. I'm gonna try to get y'all some of this footage. Guys, battery. All right, quiz. First pop quiz of the day. This is a Dodge Durango 2015 model. Who on here knows where the battery is located? Remember, guys, when you do any kind of engine work or any kind of major work, take away the car's ability to produce electricity. I might have said that wrong. But in other words, take the damn battery off so you won't spike anything or do anything crazy. Now, again, it's a Dodge Durango. I wonder where's the battery? Inquiring minds want to know. Anybody in the comment know? JT know. He just want to see if you know. All right. I'm not going to film that. I'll let y'all marinate on that for a second while I go and get tripod and we get set. All right, y'all stay tuned, man. Let's get it. Ooh, righty, guys, I'm back. First mishap of the day, guys. Not really a mishap. I think by this cover. Remember I told y'all this cover was off, or the intake hose was off. This right here is ooh, look at that flimsy that is, guys. That's gonna set a P0456 small evap leak code. So when I got ready to pull the purge valve off, I can feel that little looseness right there. I might try to just vacuum hose this, okay? Because I don't want Buddy coming back. But checking the light on since you work on. You know how they do. I mean, that would be a logical. He will have a logical case. So if you see something like this, just catch it within his path. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's a P0456 if I've ever seen one. All right, so let me finish getting this intake off. I need a tripod so you guys can watch. I can't hold this. And plus, you guys know how to take a damn intake off. All right. Now, what is this? See, I'm finding stuff. It's a piece of heat shrink tube. Yeah, so somebody been in here. They just haven't had the intake off, I want to say. So I'm going to get a tripod out the house so I can post up. Yeah. So it's finagle time. I definitely need both of my hands for this. Y'all stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, y'all know bank one. Let me clarify something real quick. Y'all know bank one, in order to get the valve cover off, the PCV valve have to be removed. I'm sure everybody know that by now. But it's still not gonna come straight up. You have to finagle this sucker up and pass up on this end, push back on this end to clear that camshaft, that PCV system on the camshaft. Alright, so yeah, wow, good news. There's no sludge in here. I love to see no sludge. All right, now I did not verify what side the ticking was on. Let me get y'all a closer. So I don't know which side the ticking is on. Let's find out if it's on this side. I'm doing all 24 anyway, but I'm curious to know. Yeah, y'all see that? Those little silver. This is magnetic, guys. This is the cam. This is what the camshaft. Where's my cam sensor? This is what the cam sensor reads. This is how the computer knows the position of both camshaft. This sensor sits right in between there and reads both of those tone wheels. All right, that information is needed for timing purposes. All right, but if you see little powdered shaving, I learned that from Tom Cook. Little powdered shavings. If a rocker arm is coming apart, you may have that stuff has to go somewhere, right? So this magnet will likely attract it to it and end up on those right there, all that stuff right there. So again, I don't know. Remember I dubbed one of these tests the JT field test, where you go around and feel each rocker to verify which one is loose. And if you don't feel one, you might have to turn the crankshaft over so the lobes can be repositioned. Because as of now, the lobes could be pushed down on the affected rocker arm. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because simply I'm replacing all of them anyway. All right, so let me get these cam. Let me bring top dead center up first. Oh my goodness, I forgot my marker, guys. Remember, you need to mark these. And I don't have the block. I don't need to. Guys, use the tool, okay? Don't do what I'm doing. I have done a gazillion of these to the point where I don't need tools, but I highly advise you to use the tool. I am going to bring top dead center up, align this, make sure these are up point, and then disassemble it, okay? Yes, use the crankshaft pulley bolt to turn the engine. Don't use these. Don't use the cam bolts to rotate the engine. Use the crankshaft. All right, let me bring top dead center up. God, I knew it was something I forget. I forgot my damn markers. Normally I draw a little line right here and right here. Yeah, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. I got this is bank one. Bank one, this is the exhaust, okay, because it's on the exhaust side. I got the cam phaser off. All right, guys, we'll talk about these oil gallery plugs and verifying if they tight later. But for now, I want to go ahead and start yanking these cams off. Remember what's the objective here? The objective here is to replace these outdated rocker arms, okay? Yeah, they have since been revised. They are better. The needle bearings likely will not come apart and cause you to have ticking noise. All right, so let me I know y'all want to watch this stuff. I don't have a tripod, but yeah, I try to talk through some of this, guys. As far as these cam caps, we want to put them back in the right space, so I'm gonna store them in a nice good area right there. So I'm gonna take this one, This one, put it right here. I'm gonna put it where it can go back. I don't care how good your memory is. And I've already loosened them, guys. You're gonna need a ratchet. I mean, you're gonna need a hand ratchet to loosen them. So never just take off cam caps with. This is a torque. You know how good your torque be. And by the way, your torque bit need to be a real good T30. You do not want to strip these bolts, okay? But I wanted to say that because yes, I am aware you should remove camshaft in a sequence, all right, likely from outside working your way in, but I'm taking them off randomly because they're already loose. All right, see, there's no way this ratchet would be able to bust those loose as well as remove them. All right, so let's get this. Guys, I'm working from home, and I'm gonna tell you one of the tools you most definitely should not leave: a freaking magnet. I had to, by the way, I just left AutoZone right down the street. I could not do it, guys. I had to know the marking. I tried to scribe in the chain because the chain is wet or oily. Nothing will bite. So I had to go up the street and get a freaking a painter's marker to mark the position of the timing, all right, on the chain. All right, yes, I done a bunch of these, but I am not taking that chance here at home. Different environment, guys, between being in a shop and at home, okay? So please believe it. Now let's get this last one off. That way we can lift up this cam. See, some rockers may try to fall. Be careful. Yeah, look at that. Take a look around. No lobe damage. Ladies and gentlemen, this cam is reusable. All right, and watch where you set this. Remember, guys, that tone wheel has a magnet on it. All right, I got a rag right here. Let me find a good safe place to put that. I don't want nothing. I need to get a whole rag and wrap around there. I will. Let's get these. Let's inspect these as we take them off. That one feel good. Remember, I didn't verify which side had the so-called fail rocker arm, so I don't know which side it was ticking on. Normally I try to play a game with y'all. Who can guess which side the ticking on? But we didn't do that on this one. For all we know, it could be on bank 2. Neither one of these are loose or have collapsed. No freaking tripod, so I can't hold this and film. So let me get this other one off, and we'll go from there, man. Y'all stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's safe to say the ticking noise was not from bank 1. All right, none of these rocker arms failed the JT test, which means the failed rocker arm is on that side. All right, now let me show y'all. Let me tell y'all something how they do at certain places. All right, that's you under warranty. Most of these are all out of warranty by now. This engine came out in 2011, and they all got over 100,000 miles. We used to have to replace only the one that we find failed, guys. So a lot of people was complaining at me because, like, say I would go to a used car lot. I work for used car lots too in the mechanic shop. The boss would call me over and tell me, shut that thing up, bare minimum. Okay, I tear it down, show them what I find, just replace that. And people would dog me out for doing my job or doing what I'm getting paid for. You part of the problem. I can't believe it. Look, man. When this guy trying to sell cars and he need them to be quiet, I don't know anybody gonna go buy a noisy car that's ticking. I got paid to do a job that I did, so I was like, took offense to y'all blaming me for doing my job. But I get it. I understand your frustration. Sometimes I have to put myself in consumers' shoes and think how they think. Okay, yes, that looks so unethical. So look at JT. I can't believe he only replacing one rock on when he know he should replace them all. The problem with that is I was only giving him one rock on. He got, how many you find bad? Just one, sir. Well, here's one. I got one left over. Put that in, shut that thing up. So I was only given one part. Let me put it that way. So I'm not going to come out of my pocket and buy 24 rock-ons for a customer just because y'all sensitive and in y'all feelings. All right. Again, I get it. I understand. It's just not much I can do from a repair standpoint. I'm only obliged to do what I'm paid to do. So here's what I'm gonna do. Where's my new rock-ons? Where's my new? All right. Here's my new revised rock-on. Okay, remember this is the goal. That's the whole objective here, going in with revised rock-on. So guys, what I'm gonna do here, y'all know I hate these long freaking videos. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut this one down. I know this video over 10 minutes. All right, so yeah. Oh, let me go over this. Oil gallery plugs. Make sure these are torque to specs, guys. I've seen these walk out. I've seen these cause check engine light codes for cam sensor codes. You gotta understand with a VVT setup engine, guys, oil pressure and oil level is of utmost importance. Okay, guys, I'm one of those that used to belittle, or I'm just a quarter low on oil, no big deal. No, guys, you can't. That old way of thinking is out the window. No, these engines needs to be properly full to the T. Okay, yes, you can cause drivability issues with a low oil level. Okay, some cars, some of our 2.4 multi-air engines, the freaking car is stalled out, just driving and it just quit on you. All because of low oil. So the engine, the way it's set up, the variable valve timing is dependent on the proper oil pressure and oil level. This engine pretty basically the same. Make sure it's full. All right. So if these plugs are loose, you're gonna lose oil pressure, which means you're gonna affect other things. I've seen mechanics throw part after part. Oh my goodness, just the parts cannon. Need a crank sensor. Need a cam sensor. Need a throttle body. Need everything, and it end up being low oil pressure. Now here's the thing with oil pressure. In just about every engine have an easy way to check oil pressure, right? No, not the good old Pentastar 3.6 Pentastar. All right. Now, what's typical way of checking oil pressure? We remove the oil sending unit or the oil pressure sensor because that's where it's getting its best reading, right? That's why they stab the oil pressure sensor in that area. So typical way, we would unscrew that and screw a gauge in that place, in that port's place, right? Then we would start the car and look at our oil pressure and verify if it's high or not, or verify if it's normal or not. This particular engine, guys, that oil pressure sensor is first of all built on the oil cooler, oil filter adapter housing. It's in the rear. There's no way you're gonna get a gauge back there to screw in and tell what pressure is from a gauge standpoint. Now some of the cars are fancy enough to have that display visual inside your instrument cluster and instrument panel. Yeah, it will show a numeric number there that tell you what the pressure is, but some don't. At any rate, I'm no big fan of that. I want to see actual oil pressure from my gauge in the engine. So with that being known and said, there is no way to do it except for an adapter. That's right. They make an oil pressure tester adapter kit for the Pentastar. It's simply the oil cap. Okay, the filter is housed in here, guys, in this cartridge. So you remove that and stick your cartridge in its place. The cap, you stick that in its place. On this port is a little T where your oil pressure gauge going. I don't even have one. I'm gonna tell you, the only guy I've seen have one is my buddy. Damn, what's his name? He got a YouTube channel, a huge channel guy. I found out we both here in Georgia. I actually got to talk to him via email not too long ago. Real cool. David Pikes. Okay, Motor City Mechanics. All right. Yes, he's the only one I ever seen with that tube. Now, normally you can get that tube, or you should. When this engine first came out, the dealers had to have that tube. But remember, this came out in 2011. It was 10, 15 years from then. So it's not as important. But David Pike's one of the only guys I know with that too. In fact, I'm gonna card that video showing him doing oil pressure tests right freaking here. Y'all go check my man out. That is one cool freaking dude. He got his own shot now. I think he I haven't went over there lately. Okay, he's not uploading as much as he used to do or used to be. But everybody, I was over there on some of his videos reading the comments, and my name was popping up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump. No, but look, guys, YouTube content creators do not go over to other YouTube content creators to start mess or make correction to the YouTuber. Yeah, that's just the code. We don't do. That's why I get offended when little channels come at me like, dude, you're wrong. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, bro, whoa, wait a minute, little channel guy. I was once there. I was cocky like that. There's a way to do this. And in my opinion, the way to do that is use that to your advantage. Make a counter video. You already got a channel, you just smaller than him. So make a video countering what he said without offending him. Last thing you want to do as a small channel is offend bigger channels. That's in the same niche that you in. Okay, so if you're a small mechanic channel, what advantage are you gonna have coming over starting fights with me? This ain't what you want, player. I'm gonna tell you right now, this ain't what you want, because I'm gonna clown you. I'm gonna literally clown you. I'm gonna hunt down, I'm gonna clown you. Alright, so it'll just be a verbal thing that nobody is gonna get nothing out of. But my point is, guys, what is my point? I got off track. Let me finish bank one. There's no need for me to record this. I'm finna set these rocker arms down in their place and put this back together. I'm gonna set the rocker arms down the same way I moved them, guys. When I open this bag, I'm gonna take one out. Look, I'm gonna put it right here on each one of these. Then I'm gonna go back in with the camshaft. So, but I've wasted too much time on this. So my next video will be on bank 2. All right, and plus you want to see where the ticket was generated from anyway. So I know, yeah, that's how I can trick y'all. I know you're gonna come back and watch that. A lot of you guys want to see, well, what was causing it? If I stop now and then do this, y'all will call me a fraud. Some of y'all gonna call me a fraud anyway. I know you. I know you got that underneath hatred for good old. I'm tripping, guys. Please don't hate me. I'm a cool dude. I try to do right by people. But I'm not going to record this. Number one, I'm out of memory on my phone. And number two, I press for time. So let me get these new rock arms inside bank 1. Put the cams back on. Put it back in time. Remember, guys, if this bothers you, please use a bungee cord to hold it up. I am aware that this is not going to jump off the crank gear simply because of the way the cover made. I put a video out on that. If I can find it, I will card it in the upper right. But yeah, the way the cover is made, the timing chain will not come off of the crank gear. All right, I got work to do. That's all I have on this video. Make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2 when I'm gonna do bank 2. All right, that's all I have, man. I appreciate y'all, dog. Stay tuned, man. I'm out.